Welcome to News Today with Universal Parks News Today. I'm Annie Wilson, and here is the news for February 28th, 2024. Family forever, right? Maybe not. The latest rumor from the Universal Orlando Resort involves the ride everyone loves to hate. Fast and Furious Supercharged is rumored to close in August and remain closed throughout the Halloween Horror Nights season. But could this be the first step towards the end? The queue of Fast and Furious Supercharged has been used for Halloween Horror Nights houses for the last 2 years, resulting in the attraction being operational during the day and then closed during the event. Now, it looks like Universal Orlando Resort will also keep the attraction closed during the day throughout the entire HHN 33 season. This would mean the venue would remain closed from August through November. Universal Orlando has been cutting costs at every possible chance, so it's no surprise that shuttering Fast and Furious Supercharged for a few months would be beneficial for them. Back in 2020, Fast and Furious Supercharged was closed for an extended period due to low crowds and the unpopularity of the ride. It's no secret that this attraction is the worst one at Universal Orlando Resort and possibly the world. This ride doesn't have fans, it has family. Taking a closer look at the list of attractions that were temporarily closed in 2020, several of them were closed permanently over the last few years. Fear Factor Live, A Day in the Park with Barney, and Poseidon's Fury have all closed. Considering the choice of attractions that shut down when Universal Orlando was cutting costs back in 2020, this could be a sign that Universal Orlando is leaning towards Fast and Furious Supercharged being a seasonal venue or even closing permanently. Closing Fast and Furious Supercharged temporarily, or even permanently, would help Universal save money both on operating the attraction and routine maintenance. At this time, Fast and Furious Supercharged is only rumored to be closing August through November. Skull Island Reign of Kong has gotten a major update and is no longer in 3D. The attraction located at Universal Islands of Adventure has been in 3D since it opened back in 2016. Now the film portions of the attraction have become 2D and no longer require 3D glasses, like the version used on the tram tour at Universal Studios Hollywood. The 3D glasses have been removed and guests will no longer need to wear the themed goggles while riding. This is most likely a cost-saving measure and will eliminate several positions that involve washing and racking up the 3D glasses between uses. Previously, guests would pick up a pair of goggles just before boarding the ride vehicle. Several bins of 3D glasses were available on both sides of the queue just before a team member assigned you your row. In each spiel, the driver would tell guests to put on the goggles before entering the caves. This part of the audio has now been removed. If you have experienced this attraction in full, the ride vehicles take guests through an outdoor portion where 3D glasses aren't necessary. As you enter through the doors, the driver would instruct you to put on the 3D glasses. The attraction has been operating in B mode for a while due to technical issues, which completely eliminates the outdoor section of the ride. Originally, B mode was designed to keep the attraction operational during inclement weather. If you've ever been to Islands of Adventure during bad weather, you quickly realize how many attractions are outdoors and close temporarily when lightning is in the area. Skull Island Reign of Kong having a B mode option allows the ride to stay open by using an alternate path that skips the outdoor portion of the ride. At this time, Universal Orlando Resort team members at the exit of the attraction are surveying guests about the experience, so this change may not be permanent. Be sure to watch our video with the 2D update right here on the channel. And just my personal opinion on Kong going 2D, I experienced it and I didn't think that it was that much of a difference visually, but the one thing I noticed was that the glasses block a lot of your vision, so when you're looking at the screens, you can see the top of the screens when you're not wearing the glasses. So that was one of the things that I personally did not like about it, if you want my opinion. I also really miss that the vehicles don't go outside, and I really wish they would have brought back the scare actors after 2020, but you know, here we are. So moving forward. Universal Orlando Resort has filed a permit for 2 new Halloween Horror Nights sprung tents next to backstage parade buildings. This map in the permit shows the project location as behind Men in Black Alien Attack and the former Woody Woodpecker's Kids Zone. The parade buildings backstage are usually used for Halloween Horror Nights. However, a new parade is expected to debut at Universal Studios Florida later this year as a permanent replacement for the Superstar Parade, which ended in 2022. The buildings would then go back to housing parade floats, hence the 2 new tents. The permit reads, demolish existing storage areas and install 2 sprung tent structures with minor site tie-ins. There is no change in total impervious coverage. In the permit, the tents are referred to as sprung number 3 and number 4, as there are 2 other tents nearby, which would mean 4 total haunted houses in this area. Universal Orlando Resort is taking contractor bids for a project involving remodeling of Chez Alcatraz in Universal Studios, Florida. The call for bids describes a remodel of an existing kiosk and names Chez Alcatraz. It lists demolition, concrete work, millwork, carpentry, drywall work, painting, plumbing, electrical work, and more. Theme parks often post projects for contractors to bid on, encouraging competitors to offer their services at a lower fee to secure a contract. The bar is located in the San Francisco area of Universal Studios, Florida, on the dock next to the hanging Bruce the Shark from Jaws, and is named for an infamous Alcatraz island. It currently features a blue awning, white columns, and a white tile counter. The bid for the job did not list a date, so we're not sure when the work will begin or how long it will last. Universal has been taking on a lot of maintenance projects lately, and Chez Alcatraz is now on the list for upcoming refurbishments. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest Vacations and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. The best part is, their concierge services are 100% free. Head over to beourguestvacations.com/WDWNT and the team will design your next epic vacation from Universal Parks to Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resorts, Disney Cruise Line, Virgin Voyages, Royal Caribbean, and more. Circus McGurk's Cafe Stupendous recently reopened after a months-long refurbishment with a new menu and, as we have learned, a new fry robot employee named Horton. Team members told us that the Seuss Landing restaurant in Universal Islands of Adventure is using a new robot to make French fries. The FryBot, made by Middleby's Lab 2 Fab division, collects fries in a basket and then moves them in and out of oil to fry them. Employees have dubbed their robot coworker Horton, named after the elephant main character in Dr. Seuss's Horton Hears a Who. The system can fry 2 foods and up to 30 pounds in each container. The robot is fully automated, with employees only having to load fries into a large stainless steel ramp and select the operational mode via the included touchpad. The FryBot then picks up the basket of frozen fries and places them in the fryer, which automatically lowers the fries into the oil. Once they're finished cooking, the arm picks the basket back up, lightly shakes off the excess oil, and then dumps the fries into a waiting metal tray. The FryBot can also adjust to its human coworkers, like immediately reducing its speed when it detects a human in its operating range. If an employee were to bump into the robot arm, it can be manually reset. Though we can't see Horton in action backstage at Circus McGurk's, Lab 2 Fab does have a public video of the FryBot that you can watch. And I really want to say that I think it's pretty cool that they're using this FryBot. I know that some comments have said that, this is taking away a job, and I really look at it as they're adding a new piece of equipment for team members to use. It provides safety, it assists them in the job. So I look at it as more of something that assists the team members. So I am very excited that they have Horton. Mel's Drive-In at Universal Studios Florida has finally reopened with an updated look and a new menu. We tried the entire new menu, unfortunately. First up, let's start with the positive. Mel's has some new and improved milkshakes available in vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. The milkshake is a huge upgrade from the typical milkshake you can find in the parks. Previously, Mel's only offered vanilla and chocolate shakes, but they had more of a soft serve type of consistency. Now the shakes have become much creamier and full of flavor. These are the kind of milkshakes you would expect from a diner. It was even hard to pick a favorite because they were all so good. The fries served at Mel's Drive-In are pretty good and can be ordered as chili cheese fries. These fries are cooked by humans, unlike the fries prepared by the robot at Circus McGurk's. The vegan chili is so full of flavor, we actually prefer the vegan chili fries over the meat. Of all the savory menu items we ordered, we would definitely get the vegan chili fries again. The Big Bopper Burger offered big disappointment. There was so much potential here. The Big Bopper would be upset that this burger was named after him. The beef patty with cheddar cheese comes topped with strips of bacon, onion rings, and barbecue sauce. The burger was overcooked and the bacon was unappealing. The onion rings and barbecue sauce help this burger, but they just can't fix it. This burger tasted like it was made the day the music died. The menu is mediocre, but it's still nice to have Mel's Drive-In open again. Be sure to check out our full review of everything on the menu over on the site or right here on the channel. The official Universal Orlando Resort app recently underwent a major update. Several new features were added, with rumors that more changes will be added soon. Now, Universal Orlando is testing an update that will benefit Premier annual pass holders. The after 4 p.m. Express Pass benefits can now be accessed through the Universal Orlando Resort app. There are a lot of perks to being a premier Universal Orlando annual pass holder, including express access after 4 p.m. Previously, UAAPs could only use this perk by having their annual pass physically with them. Guests can store their park tickets or annual pass in the Universal Orlando app, but premier pass holders were unable to access their Express Pass benefits without their physical pass. Universal Orlando is currently testing having the Express Pass benefits linked through the app. To get started, select the Profile tab and then tap Wallet. This is where you'll be able to add your ticket. If you do not have an account with the Universal Orlando Resort app, you'll need to make one first though. The next step is to simply scan your barcode on your annual pass. If you're unable to scan your pass, you can also manually type in the number. Once you've added your pass to the app, you'll have a QR code to use. After 4 p.m., you can access your Express Pass benefits and use your tickets stored in the app. This is a test, so it is suggested you also keep your physical annual pass and a photo ID with you, just in case there are issues. During the optional test, Universal Orlando Premier Annual Pass holders can link passes to the app, but this might also be an indication of more updates to come. Rumors suggest the possibility of being able to link your Attractions Assistance Pass through the app could be coming soon too. Universal Orlando Resort has been looking to cut costs and increase profits a lot lately, and another price increase has quietly happened around the attractions. Universal Orlando has raised the prices for locker rentals at all of their attractions around the resort by $1. Several attractions at the Universal Orlando Resort require riders to store their belongings in lockers prior to boarding. Attractions that require guests to use lockers offer small lockers for free, and larger lockers are available for rental. Large locker rentals were $2, but they are now $3 each. The attractions that require guests to use lockers are Revenge of the Mummy, Men in Black Alien Attack, Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, The Incredible Hulk Coaster, Jurassic World Velocicoaster, and Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Water rides do not require riders to store their belongings, so small lockers are not free. Small lockers for water rides are now $5, a $1 increase from the previous $4 cost. Large lockers at water rides are $6 now instead of $5. The water rides that offer paid lockers are Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat Barges, Jurassic Park River Adventure, and Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls. The small, standard lockers at water rides are $5 for up to 90 minutes and $3 for every 30 minutes after. The maximum cost for the locker is $25, the same as an all-day locker rental fee. Large lockers start at $6 for 90 minutes and cost an additional $3 for every 30 minutes after. The price to use the locker for a full day has not changed and is still $25. Lockers at the front of the park are the same price for the full day rental. Small lockers are still free at attractions where they are required. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. A special shout out to all the WIGS members watching who make this show happen every week. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to universalparksnewstoday.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Universal Parks News Today on YouTube for more great content, click the bell for notifications, and make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of News Today with Universal Parks News Today. For UPNT, this is Annie Wilson saying, the future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one.
Welcome to Deep in the Plus. Each week, join host Rob Whiteside as he and a panel of Disney superfans take a different movie or TV show from the Disney Plus catalog. They'll tell you its history, details, and give their review, so you'll know if it's worth your time. Current shows, classic movies, and everything in between. Watch Deep in the Plus live Wednesday nights at 9 Eastern for new episodes, or catch Deep in the Plus anytime on YouTube on WDWNT TV.